The Danish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elgranon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No, you just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you'd have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
All right, I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
Last time I got his attention, he got angry enough to come after us with the Blighted Dragons. Hopefully this baits him into a mistake we can use against him.
Every act of resistance is a thorn in his side. He will break soon. When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does she not count as a friend?
She does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
We've done some great work underwater. You know why no one else can save the world except us? Why the Inquisitor told me it had to be us? Because we don't give up. Knock us down, and we come back swinging.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before,
Not without help, we didn't.
so we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since,
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.
You've got allies from Rivain to Navarra now. If the enemy makes a move, they'll see it.
Myrna, hello. I assume Vorgos's not far
We
behind.
have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people? Oh.
Their very souls. But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
So let's put your old roommate down.
Colleague, never roommates, thank goodness. Oh, Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
A little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise. Hey, what's shaping?
No one says, what's shaping anymore?
I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
You can talk to your friends about it. I hear that helps.
It's already helping. You checking on me, I mean. I still remember every moment of it. Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You showed me that my anger doesn't have to destroy me. That it could be a gift in my fight. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it.
But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
You can't trust Solus. He manipulates people.
But isn't that itself sad? We go to him with open hands and all he can think about is how to use us. How lonely must that be?
He is planning to kill thousands. He's beyond help, Harding.
The Inquisitor and Solus were friends. I know she wants her friend back. She's reached out. All Solus has to do is take the offered hand, the simplest thing. And yet, no one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters.
That's not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlethan big, maybe.
You're sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
Like I said before, Balara, we stop Syrian. However we have to.
The resonance just happened. We might still be able to stop them.
Might isn't good enough.
If we catch them early enough, before they've had a chance to align the crystals.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor, with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location, a place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Alia's hideout. Not sure if I should be excited or worried. Either way, I'm there.
Worried. And I figured.
So where is this place?
The Miratha's Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alia's haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Then I guess I get to meet Alia in person.
It's time she showed her face. Ducktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
Huh. So what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Rook, Evka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendel with news. He might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendel.
Agreed. Thanks.
Hey, Antoine. Evka?
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the blade answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Should you have told me all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the Blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the Blight, more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So we kill this eruption. It can die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Should we toast our latest victory?
All right, let's find the Blight eruption.
Between Darkspawn and dragons, I'm glad you and the Wardens are here.
We've got company.
Ethka and Antoine think the Blight eruption is the source of the surge.
If they're right, maybe stopping it slows the spread.
Can't say for sure, but if it gives us a shot, we have to take it. Antoine's right about one thing. Wetlands die for good if we do nothing.
missed that one. Made it through that one.
And another Fen'Harel altar.
Sounds like Ailey is in the lead. Sounds like Ailey is in league with Elgar'nan.
Could be. Picked up some of his tricks, at least.
It's like tracking a ghoul back to the nest and finding an archdemon. The day just got a lot harder.
And then tracking the archdemon to a god.
The readout. If the blood eruption's taking root inside. Let's go.
Still standing, not bad. Can't get along. That's one for us.
There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Let us know when this goes from bad to worse.
Consider it done. The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
And fight a few darkspawn on the way.
All right, better move before more darkspawn show up.
Up on the ledge. We can get at the tendrils from there.
A ballista.
Well, that could be handy.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What is that the Blight eruption?
Then heed us.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn it!
Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The Blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
No problem.
Nice move.
Watch for ranged attacks!
Davrin, what is it?
The eruption's not happy. Just keep fighting. We're not falling to it.
Keep going.
We won't give in. Way to take it to them, Ned. Get out of there! As you say.
Well, that's done.
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right, we strike and the whole thing goes up. All right, time to destroy this thing. Blight eruption was...
We knew the Blight had changed, but I didn't expect that.
It's what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading blight through the wetlands, farther maybe. When we hit it...
If it's all knotted together, they must have felt it in Lavendale.
to get it done.
Try to move.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
Well, I took care of the target, but that was not a typical contract.
A story for your crow friends.
Yeah, not sure how Viaga will react to this one.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Look at you, out here with the flowers in a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry. I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They can. Okay, I'll leave you two alone, with the flowers and the sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do. Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blades? It's possible.
There were flowers at Lucanus's villa. He might appreciate these. I could always give him the tour.
No problem. Got it.
You should be fine to travel and fight, if you're careful.
I can rest them more, if you want. Wouldn't want to undo your work. Lavendale's nice, right? When there's less blight.
You're welcome to rest and find out. The flowers, they're like they were before. I was afraid they wouldn't come back.
You'd hang up your sword?
Fought enough. Why not?
I'm gonna stay. With the Wardens, not here.
There's still blight. Strange blight. I'll stay. We'll write you, Quincy.
Deal.
The Blight's retreating. The Warden's won.
We work together.
Yeah. You stopped the Blight eruption.
Evka said the Blight reacted here.
It did, but the Wardens were ready.
You're keeping busy. You're all set?
If we're right and the...
Did you enjoy your time with the flowers?
Trying to set us up on another date?
We were already out there, but it was nice. Salut. Lucas Kreisen, one of our own. He left on his calling months ago, then stumbled back in last night.
Have you met him before?
In passing, yes, but no more. He spent most of his time in the eastern garrisons, and then left for his calling.
That can't be good.
No, I don't imagine it is. The calling is usually the end for wardens.
Except the Gloom Howler. Warden Chryson, can you talk? What happened?
The dead aren't dead.
Who isn't?
The Deep Roads. The elf wants vengeance. She's planning a crusade.
Isaiah, a crusade against who?
Grey Wardens. All of us.
Her ideas just get better by the minute, don't they?
She's dangerous. Gathering her forces. Griffins are there. How much time?
Lucas?
Antoine, I need to know where he came out of the Deep Roads. It's time we flush the sewers. This is it, where Warden Chryson came back from his calling. Easy boy.
He senses Darkspawn?
That, and the Griffins. This is your time, boy. You're ready for this. Hunt. Don't go getting a big head, boy. I mean it. You watch those tail feathers of yours. The second you feel Darkspawn breathing on them, you hide.
So, why would the Gloom Howler...
Isaiah.
Right. What's her angle? Why bring the Griffins to the Deep Roads?
She was a Grey Warden. Last anyone heard, she disappeared down here.
After using blood magic on her own Griffins.
And she's still at it. The Archdemon blood she took from the cauldron? That's the end of Hassan's family if we don't stop her.
What's your name, Warden?
What is this place?
Sanctuary.
It reeks of Darkspawn and Blight.
Embrace it, and it will embrace you. The calling is not the end for Grey Wardens. You're no Warden. You're not allowed.
Not allowed to do what?
Join those who hear the song of the old gods.
You're sworn to kill Darkspawn, not befriend them.
She showed us another way.
She? You mean Isaiah?
Names fade. The song endures. But not for you.
My friend here's a warden. I'm sure he's up for it.
So's my sword.
Show him what it can do. It didn't have to be this way.
Only true believers shall pass.
You're a warden. Keep your oath. It feels wrong fighting other wardens.
What has Isaiah done to them?
I don't know, but the Blight's taken hold. Son, you okay? Good. You're doing fine.
Where are we anyway? Doesn't look like the deep roads I know.
They're building something down here. It's almost like... Nah.
Like what?
A corrupted version of Weishaupt.
Darkspawn, at the bridge! We've got Darkspawn!
And wardens! Fighting? Together? Wardens, what's wrong with you? You conspire with fiends of darkness? Snap out of this, wardens. You say it's evil. You're following a monster.
She commands us.
Quite the fortress they're making. It's got Weishaupt written all over it.
Even blighted, they were still Grey Wardens once. Old memories linger, echoes of them anyway, twisted by Isaiah.
First warden?
Look.
Who did this to you?
Killanane did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloom Howler? Isaiah?
She's mad. She has the Wardens under her spell. She's on a crusade to wipe out the whole Order.
What about the Griffins?
She's going to blight them, too. Turn our own symbols against us.
These animals aren't pawns in her war.
She won't stop until everything Wardens stand for is destroyed. Search around. There's a feather from her own griffin long ago. I've seen her look at it with what passes for emotion. It might jog something.
How can we help you?
She's in my head. I can't hold her off. I should have died at Weishaupt anyway.
But...
give me some peace. That's an order, Warden.
Yes, sir. Be at peace, sir.
These wardens are lost. If we have to kill them, I hope they rest easy. The first warden mentioned a feather. We should look for it.
They managed to rebuild the war room. I remember this from Weishaupt.
Isaiah's raised her army. Now the war starts.
Maps here, all across Tedas. Looks like battle plans.
Isaiah's ambitious. I'll give her that.
Stay safe. We'll find you.
Bishop's dungeon down here.
Well, that's something.
Usually had drunk wardens sleeping it off. Now they're housing a darkspawn army.
Yours. Things ready.
Here, boy! I know, I missed you too, boy. I promise I won't disappear like that again. No, I didn't bring any gingerwort truffles.
Your brothers and sisters are waiting!
Don't listen to her, son!
All right, son. We've got your back.
There you go. Take him out.
Join us, son! Return home to your family.
You can't have him!
I can save him!
I've got the setup, you do the rest.
These griffins look on again!
The blood ritual's starting. She'll blight the griffins.
We have to get in there.
I don't see the griffins.
They're up at the top, past all this blight. No time to lose. We have to get this gate open before they'll all die.
Got more blighted wardens coming.
I see them. Keep attacking the boils. Kill Asaya!
We interrupted the ritual!
Hit her while she's falling!
And now more blight boils.
We have to clear them out to get up to the griffins!
A new order will rise from the deep. These griffins will be your symbol.
Weishaupt. This isn't Weishaupt. The Griffins! Don't worry, we'll get you out.
Grey Wardens! Destroy those who would destroy our cause! I'm giving him his freedom.
How? By killing him?
By releasing him.
We know who you are. Saya. The Grey Warden who lost her way. You blighted the Griffins. You doomed them.
The Wardens doomed them by their own decree. I saved them. The eggs. These are the future. With blight in their veins, the Griffins will be immortal. The Wardens will never harm them again. I will be their shield against the pain.
And we're the blade that smashes the shield.
You're a Grey Warden. Act like one. Be the light in the darkness. Die, here and now.
The darkness offers protection. So it must be.
Hassan, like an arrow! Who's ready to go home?
That's a lot of new mouths to feed.
Tell me about it. Have to find a way to keep the Feather Brigade happy.
What did you have in mind?
I was thinking I'd ask my good friend Rook for advice. I'm too close to this. Too attached.
Davrin, they're hungry and staring at me. That one's salivating.
Let's do this. I asked you all here to make a decision. These Griffins need a home, a purpose, a future. Evka, tradition would say they return home with the Grey Wardens, continue their lineage as warriors fighting the darkness.
We're already preparing the Eyrie for them. This time, we vow they'll be treated with honor and respect.
But I've also seen another side to them. A protective side. It's only fair to consider a new path. Eldrin?
Arlathan Forest needs a guardian. Sentinels to fight the marauders, the poachers, the rot. I'd be happy to train them.
And now the tough part. I trust all of you. I don't trust myself, my judgment. I'm too close to them. But I do trust Rook. He risked his life for these Griffins. Whatever he feels is best, I'll agree to.
Really? You sure?
No doubt.
With so many things in our world changing, I think now is the time for griffins to try something new. They have served the wardens well, which is why I know they'll do the same for Arlethan Forest. I've seen a different side to them. The shepherd, protecting creatures in our world who are often forgotten. The griffin's new home should be among the trees.
Well said.
The forest and everything that lives there thanks you.
Son. I love you, boy. Don't want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you. Bye, boy. Welcome home. Now, how about thanking Rook for all the help?
Come here. Wait, what's that you say? I can ride you all over Tedas when you're big enough?
Hey, now.
It's what he said, I swear.
Yeah? How about we discuss it over some gingerwort tea?
We've cleared some space for Eldrin and the Griffins.
You know, with everything going wrong in the forest,
if we can afford to keep feeding them.
My name is Veilguard.
We're not alone. Here we go.
On now!
Worthless!
Better be ready.
You would have let Sam walk.
If that's what he wanted. Didn't seem right to make the decision for him.
Not sorry he stayed, though.
I would have been miserable if he left. You must be happy about it, too. Who would you spoil without a son around?
Spoil? That bird's spreading rumors about me again.
Do you feel that?
I do. Like a light fever, almost.
Feels like I'm being pulled apart, little by little. Ritual's already started. We don't have much time.
We stop them here and now. We can't let them hurt anyone else.
I know. I guess deep down, I thought maybe he'd listened. But he didn't. Let's go stop my brother.
Just imagine, tens of thousands of elves used to walk these streets.
What a sight to behold that must have been.
The seat of the Elvenon Empire. Until it was all destroyed.
So what is that feeling?
The tearing apart one?
That'd be it.
It's you being, well, torn apart. Just really slowly.
Ah, right.
Okay, I was expecting a bridge here.
How can we get across?
Do you see those lyrium reserves by that opening? There should be matching anchors on our side. Let's try linking them.
Let's give it a try. It's amazing any of the city's still standing.
Is it though? Mostly floating.
Yeah, weird.
Why, these ruins look pristine.
Wild magic is like wild weather. It can flatten the building next door and leave you completely untouched. That's what makes it dangerous. It's unpredictable. Okay, the feeling's strongest here.
Maybe it's being caused by that crystal over there.
I think you're right. Let's check it out. The feeling's strongest here. That hum means this thing is amplifying the magic, sending the ritual over a wider area. Destroying this will buy us time. Or it should.
When we get to the center of this ritual, Balara, I only see one way this ends.
Right. Doesn't look like Syrian's changing his mind.
We gave him a chance. He didn't take it. Now we save everyone else. We need to get moving.
Right, okay. Be ready. This is gonna attract some attention. Here comes the first wave!
Should we expect a second?
When hasn't there been a second wave?
Ah, true.
Trouble coming.
Run! Quickly! They attack from afar!
For sure. I don't see a way out of this room.
So we're trapped?
Well, temporarily. Let's disable this crystal and see what happens next. Almost gone.
We haven't stopped the ritual?
No, it's still going, but we slowed it down and bought ourselves a little time.
Then let's use that time well. Damn, demons.
Not unexpected. We'll see them off. Let's deal with them and keep moving.
Good one!
We're not alone.
Here we go! They were weak. Next ones probably won't be. It'll get worse as we get closer to the ritual.
How do you know?
I don't. Plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Attack from afar! Beyond gathering these malignant spirits, what else is Anaris planning?
I don't know. He seemed pretty focused on his current form. He can't do much without a physical body, so best guess, he's going for one of those. After that, not sure. But I don't think it'll be anything good.
Is it just me, or is that tingling sensation starting to get a lot stronger?
I feel it as well.
The magic's starting to change our own resonance, align it to the rituals.
And that means...
Okay, I think it's like the bridge again. You need to link the anchors.
Should be easy enough.
You've had practice now.
I wonder if there's something on the other wall we could aim the beam at. The wall opposite the door, I mean. Okay, it's not just about linking two anchors. You need to link the right two anchors.
Okay.
If we can extend that bridge, then we can knock down that ladder. Should help us solve this puzzle and get to Anaris. I don't like this place. It's creepy.
How so?
Arlathan usually feels like, well, like it's sleeping. But this place feels dead. Like someone wanted it wiped clean.
To what end, I wonder?
That did it. Come on. They should be right ahead. They're right through here. Syrian and Inaris. Time to stop them, no matter what.
I don't know what to say, Melara. My deepest sympathies.
Thanks, Professor. Emmerich, I mean. Okay. Let's do this.
Well, well, the little lost lamb. Are you here to join your brother at my side?
Melara! I told you to stay away!
I can't, Syrian. Not when it comes to you.
Why couldn't you listen to me? Would you have stayed away if you were her?
You made this happen, Syrian. All of it.
Damn it, Melara.
Come now. They cannot halt my moment of triumph. Soon they shall witness my beneficence, as well as my wrath. Now, I shall make your people pure. Now I shall become flesh. Finish the ritual, Syrian. Let me deliver you to salvation. Wait. Something's wrong. This is not...
Wasn't sure that was gonna work.
Syrian? Is that... What happened?
Hi, Siobhan. It's me.
Okay. Glad I don't have to kill you now.
Right. Me too. Inaris was arrogant, confident. Figured he'd had me, so he never checked the ritual. So I did what I could to disrupt it. And hopefully send him back to wherever he came from.
But why'd you do it, Syrian?
I followed your heart. Like I said, it's a good heart. And I didn't want to disappoint you. Not again.
Right. I get it.
We should get going. The energy concentration here is...
Betrayed again! How tragic.
No!
How I've missed the smell. The taste of this world. Once I dispose of you and finish my ritual, I will have succor in this storm.
You took away my brother. I'm gonna make you wish you were still a spirit.
Then come, puling wastrels, and face me! Submit, fools! Bow your head to me!
Rook, we need to break the crystals, or else we can't hurt it.
Working on it.
You will kneel! Your brother was a fool!
You don't know anything about my brother!
He was weak, and he suffered for that weakness!
Shut up!
I should have come to you instead! You would have made an excellent servant!
I would never help you!
Cease your struggle! Your lives belong to me!
Not gonna happen.
You are nothing but a brief shadow! What? Impossible!
His regeneration has stopped. We must take him down.
He's weak. We can do this.
No! I will not go back! You will not send me! I must escape! It's I!
Tyrion!
Is it over? Did we win?
We beat him. Sent him back to the Fate. Now hush. We need to get you out of here.
No. Not this time.
I had my second chance. I don't get a third.
I can't lose you again, Tyrion. Please.
I'm sorry for Sivan. For everything. Rook. Thank you. For helping Balara. For helping me.
I wish it hadn't ended like this.
I made these choices. No one else. Balara. One last favor to ask.
What is it?
Can you stay with me? Until it's light?
Yeah. Of course.
power Elganon displayed at Arlathan. How smoothly he commanded the will of hundreds at once.
If Alia's been kissing up to a god, it's that one. Venatori in his pocket and now an archdemon. Can't say I like where this is going.
You and Balara cut through his enchantment.
Yeah. Lucky he didn't know we were there. Can't count on it twice.
We'll find something new. There's a fight ahead.
This is a holler. It is not food, it is not your dinner, it is your responsibility. You will learn to protect this holler as if it was your own family. Yes, even a son.
Eldrin thinks that with enough training, the Griffins can watch over Hara all by themselves. They'll be able to spot the sick or injured faster than we ever could.
What about driving off poachers?
When the Griffins get bigger, they'll be able to take on anything. But for now, they can warn us if they spot hunters.
Your friends
It'll be nice when the Griffins get trained up.
They abandoned you.
Hezenkos. I've seen the type. Dangerous and damn slippery about it.
You're right. She held such promise. I only wish... that wishing for the alternative, you'd find that naive.
Can't say it changes things. Can't change that you were friends once, either. And for that, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Nev.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkos' lantern, and smash it. That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
You don't think he'll stand out?
There'll be other undead servants. I'd be surprised if Johanna recognized him. You know, she never truly appreciated Manfred's cleverness. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's gonna occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
That should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right. Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezenkos must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
What's her next trick?
Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic. Did you notice? There are far fewer corpses here than there should be.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezenkos.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Hezenkos has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just waiting for our host's grand announcement.
My invitation was so unexpected. I thought Hezenkos despised me after I beat her to an unsealed crypt some years back.
The library's to the east, right? Where we close Hezenkos' portal into the Fade.
Something brought her back to the mansion. But what?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
Undead! They aren't friendly.
Johanna's creatures. We must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests. Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography?
What about this? That book just snarled at me.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book. See what he says. Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. There is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I haven't seen this many stuffy mages in one place since, well, Minrathus.
Some necromancer celebrations are considered the height of Navarra's social season, Nev.
And I'm sure Morn Watch parties are up there.
Well, you'll just have to attend one yourself.
Ooh, I'll need a new hat.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my. A body from the house of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
Not the time.
It's a rare find outside of the... Very well.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned. Lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezenkos makes a thing that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now. You just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes.
More undead!
Good Hannah's work. We're on the right track.
Alright, where's that red tapestry? This wall looks... Secret door!
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
How can Manfred talk now?
He began as a wisp that embodied what most wisps do, curiosity. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Well, Fred's always been remarkable. Could have told you that.
Oh, you must tell him so afterwards. Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hezenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for. This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word! Well, that's... She's not going for subtle.
I thought you and your little friends might work your way into my past.
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive.
That glow on the skeleton up there. That's Hezenkos's lantern.
She's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
Of undead.
You may as well weep for the fuel in a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezenkos failed that Lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern. Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
That magic should be impossible, so of course we've run into it.
The Necropolis's walls here are still intact. No wonder we couldn't sense what she's been creating.
Don't think I can't sense your undead lackey sneaking about.
Manfred had stayed about.
You'll be fine. We'll handle this. And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside?
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezekiah's trapped in the manor? That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits! I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
I've seen Emmerich face worse than you!
I'm not the one so paralyzed by fear I couldn't seize immortality.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! Scoffing colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals, you all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Move!
You think you could stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmerich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of her people here!
You need to stop Hezekiah long enough to destroy that lantern.
That much life inside it? The backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Once I destroy you wretches, my union with my creation will be complete! I'll crush you myself if I must. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Volkaren. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same...
working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
Think we should move! She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. You can't free the spirits in that lantern?
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words for Karen before I...
You miserable little...
Manfred!
Show her what a real necromancer can do.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small-minded...
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding to...
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmerich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
I wondered what your bosses looked like.
I'm lucky. The Lich Lords can't always respond so quickly. My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom, Rook. That leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
I may not understand Lichdom, But it's your life's work, your dream.
I imagined I knew its price. If I haven't even the strength to accept Manfred's sacrifice, I would outlive you all, Rook.
Would you still remember us?
Always. Kept alive in Lichtam's immortal memory. Death's swift touch, held back for all time.
If you really want to go beyond death, I think you have what you need to let all of us rest.
And peace shall follow. You're right. After I make my farewells, I will undergo the last rites of Lichtam. And Rook, thank you.
Emmerich probably has to prepare before becoming a lich. I should see how he's doing. Why is it so cold in... I know crows who'd kill to be so quiet.
Yes. Rook, you remember Veilguard? We were discussing some... preparations for my Lichtam.
I shall be with you until the end.
They sound supportive.
Veilguard is doing me a great favor.
Good. Not gonna ask what, but good.
I've so much to do. Crafting a glamour, for example. After Lichtam, I'll need an illusion of my mortal appearance for polite company.
Good call.
I've told Harding about the ritual. I'll inform the others afterwards. Rook, would you accompany me during the final rites as witness to my Lichtam?
Despite my feelings on necromancy, I did say, go be a lich.
Thank you. When you have time, I'll send word to the necropolis.